Welcome to today's show. I'm your host, Mike Slinkert. This week, we're tagging along with Ralph Ramos of Ramos Hunts and Video Production Outfitters. You know, Ralph is a premier guide out in New Mexico for elk and other western species. And as you can imagine, he doesn't get much free time during the hunting season to hunt other parts of the country for himself. But in today's show, Ralph gets a rare chance to head east for some spring turkey hunts in an attempt to take his first eastern bird. If that hunt's successful, Ralph's going to head south to Florida to hunt Osceolas and Hogs. It's going to be a fun hunt, and as always, we'll show it all just like it happened right here on Hunting with HECS.
Hunting is about getting close. Really close. Get closer than you ever thought was possible.
When you have a cameraman and you sitting out in a dirt field like this, you can get away with so much with this HECS on.
I've got to give credit once again to HECS.
We showcase the science of getting close right here on Hunting with HECS.
Hunting with HECS is brought to you by PSE Archery. Tough Country, American values forged in steel. Ozonics, undetectable, undeniable. Victory Archery, the Carbon Arrow experts. Nocturnal lighted Knox, illumination that lasts for 20+ hours. Rocky Mountain hunting calls, we call the game. Tacticam, share your hunt. Warren Winches. Trophy Properties and Auction. And HECS Stealth Screen, the evolution of concealment.
On this first hunt, we're in Lincoln County, Tennessee with Ralph Ramos and his friend Rocky Drake. Ralph has never taken an eastern bird before, but he's armed with his PSE bow and his HECS system, and he's ready to put it all to the test. Rocky had set up a blind in a good area, and both he and Ralph were wearing HECS systems.
We have a hen over here. Hopefully she'll bring that gobbler that's gobbling behind us here. So she's just feeding along really nice.
After a few soft calls, the pair had some hens feed into their area. You know, hens in your setup are a make it or break it part of a lot of hunts. They can be great for bringing in a gobbler. However, if one hen sees something slightly off, she'll putt and take any trailing toms right with her. But as we see time and time again with HECS technology, the pair remain completely undetected, and soon they have a big tom working his way right into their setup. Well, you can see that they had hens feeding contently all around in front of the blind, totally oblivious to the guys who were moving around and preparing for the shot. When the big bird strutted into range, Ralph was ready to seal the deal.
You got your big eastern? Oh my God.
I've always wanted to take an eastern. This is my first trophy world-class eastern to top that.
Right.
And gosh, my PSE bow never lets me down. I tell you, the HECS suits also allow that bird to come in. Gosh, didn't even know we were there. Got it done. And your sweet talking earlier, those hens came in. Gosh, we just shut down. That gobbler came in strutting all the way, and man, it held that pin right on him and stuck him. He went right down. Man, we are excited.
We are. We're, as you can tell, we're real excited.
Absolutely.
The original HECS suit is very lightweight, breathable, and versatile enough to be used in almost any hunting situation. The HECS systems consist of 3 pieces. These essential pieces include a HECS pant, HECS top, and HECS head cover. You may use any combination of appropriate HECS products to achieve the goal of covering as much of your body as possible with HECS technology. All HECS hunting products are now available in our new HECS Style Anywhere and HECS Style Green digital camo patterns to match any terrain. The material features a highly electrically conductive carbon grid woven into the polyester base cloth. The grid blocks your body's electrical field. The suit is designed to be worn under your regular camo or over the top as an outer layer. The technology is effective either way. The original pants are cut similar to sweatpants, with an elastic waistband, elastic cuffs on the bottom, side pockets, and a convenient fly. The pullover shirt features thumb holes, serge stitching, and an embroidered logo. The head cover has a hemmed eye hole, adjustable drawstring in the back, and is very easy to use. Additional accessories are sold separately and include the HECS hat, our versatile multi-rag that can be worn in a variety of ways, camo gloves made of a lightweight stretchy material in matching camo, and a heavyweight over-the-calf sock. And of course, all of the accessories have the HECS grid woven right in. Order right now and use the promo code to save $30 on your order of a complete HECS suit. Visit our website to learn more about our full line of clothing and accessories, as well as our fit guarantee for worry-free ordering. Stick around. We'll be headed south to Florida right after this. Welcome back to Hunting with HECS. This week we're tagging along with Ralph Ramos from Ramos Hunts and Video Outfitters. Before the break, we watched Ralph take this nice eastern bird with his bow. Now, let's catch up with host Mike Slinkard and see where we're headed next.
With a successful eastern hunt under his belt, Ralph heads south to Florida, where he meets up with Hoppy Kemper. Hoppy owns a cattle ranch in Florida, which also happens to be teeming with gators, world-class Osceola turkeys, and a ton of wild hogs. Ralph took a gator the night before, and we catch back up with him just before daylight the next day, where they were treated to a pre-dawn light show from rockets apparently returning back to Earth after a successful launch. When it got daylight, the pair was set up on some birds in an open pasture area. Ralph is sitting next to an old blind to help break up his outline, but as you can see here, there's no cover at all between him and any birds that might come in. It's the last week of season here, and these birds have been hunted hard. But Ralph is a veteran HECS user, and he knows full well that it could be the advantage he needs to pull it all together. As you can see, it's wide open here, and this big old bird is swinging wide to check out the area before he commits to come in.
Try to go to the tree. That's all right. Just let him keep going. Turn it and make him.
Ralph's HECS system works above and beyond any visual camo by stopping his body's natural electrical emissions. It's a fact that turkeys see these fields visually, and it's these fields that tip that bird off that he's looking at a living being. With no electrical emission, this big Tom is soon satisfied that everything's okay, and he swings back towards the guys and right into range.
Got him.
Yeah.
You got him.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah.
My Osceola. Yes. Thank you, Hobby.
Woo! Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed this awesome hunt out here, Florida, with this lost hunter from New Mexico, the land of enchantment. I hope you enjoyed, this incredible footage. It was pretty cool, man. Thank you so much, Hoppy.
I feel like I'm in the sunshine state.
That's right, we are today. And talk about all the water, deep water here when you're walking and spotting and stalking. Nothing like back home, but what a blessing. Thank you, Bob and Mark, for having me on this trip. And hey, what's next? Hog hunting?
Yep.
All right.
We're doing that tonight.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Work on that Florida trifecta.
It's time once again for this week's HECS Close-Up.
This week's HECS Close-Up is sent in by Rachel Mahan. Rachel and her father Verlin were elk hunting in Colorado when a huge mountain lion came into their decoy setup. Verlin was only a few steps from the decoy when the lion appeared, and he actually took a picture with his cell phone. Rachel videoed the whole encounter with her cell phone from behind him.
She kept pointing at something. I couldn't see what she was pointing at. And all of a sudden he stuck his head around the Montana decoy, and it was that mountain lion. So I took 2 quick pictures of him. But I believe that the HECS uniform that I had on, I had a full body suit plus headgear. And I do believe that the HECS did keep me from being noticed. That was quite a deal.
After checking out the decoy, this big cat calmly strolled by Verlin at only 8 yards. With the HECS advantage in play, Verlin was able to remain undetected by this big cat, who went on about his business like he wasn't even there. Thanks again to Rachel Mann for sending in this week's HECS Close-Up.
HECS has a lot of new products, including this comfortable hooded shirt. It comes with an integrated face mask, a convenient front pocket, thumb holes, and is the perfect HECS outerwear piece for these cooler days in the field. It comes in both HECS-style camo patterns as well as a two-tone version. You can check it out on our website along with our other great products. While you're there, take the opportunity to get your own HECS system on the way. We'll see if Ralph can put the moves on some wary Florida hogs right after this quick break. Welcome back to Hunting with HECS. This week we're hanging out with Ralph Ramos, who has just fulfilled a dream, taking his first Eastern Tom. After notching that tag, Ralph headed south to Florida, where he scored on a turkey unique to that state, the Osceola. Now, let's get back to the hunt.
With his gator and his turkey tags filled, Ralph heads out to do some spot and stock hog hunting. Well, as I said earlier in the show, Ralph is hunting a working cattle ranch, so it was common to see turkeys, hogs, and cattle all mixed together. This makes for a lot of eyes when you decide to stalk on anything. Here, the guys are slipping along, just checking different pastures when they spot this group of piglets. Ralph decides to slip in alone, trusting his HECS system to get in as close as possible. He's quickly inside of 5 yards, and he's still completely undetected. Easing forward, he pulls out his cell phone at only 4 steps and gets some great close-up photos for his scrapbook.
That's how good this HECS stuff works, man. It really works. I was probably 4 yards from that. Those crude little piglets there, but we're gonna go after those out there in the field. Let's make it happen.
With some larger hogs across the pasture, Ralph and the crew move around the edge, and once again, Ralph moves forward across open pasture to try to get into archery range. You know, this can't get much more wide open. Yet, here again, we see Ralph moving closer and closer, step by step, and the pigs remain totally oblivious.
You're about 20 yards.
With a swirling wind trying to cause him trouble, Ralph decides 20 yards is close enough.
Hey, here we are in Florida again, finishing up the trifecta. Definitely got it done. Obviously, you saw the HECS suit work so well out in the open, just sneaked right on into them. It was about a 20-yard shot, and it's just incredible. And we got it done, man. So another awesome, I think more like 30-hour trip. Got my gator, Osceola, and a hog, man. So, hey, I hope you enjoyed this awesome footage out here in Florida with Ramos Hunts and Video.
Our most popular HECS system is our base layer. The base layer is a lightweight semi-thermal material designed to be worn under your regular hunting clothing or over the top. It comes in the original olive green, as well as our new HECS Style Anywhere and HECS Style Green digital camo patterns to match any terrain. The material features a highly electrically conductive carbon grid woven into the polyester base cloth. The grid blocks your body's electrical field. The suit is designed to be worn under your regular camo or over the top as an outer layer. The technology is effective either way. All complete HECS systems include 3 pieces. These essential pieces include a HECS pant, HECS top, and HECS head cover. You may use any combination of appropriate HECS products to achieve the goal of covering as much of your body as possible with HECS technology. The shirt is a quarter zip Henley with rugged serge stitching, embroidered HECS logo, and thumb holes. The form-fitting pants have rugged serge stitching throughout, and the heavy elastic waistband and cuff ensure they stay in place. They also feature a convenient fly. The head cover has a hemmed eye hole, adjustable drawstring in the back, and is very easy to use. Additional accessories are sold separately and include the HECS hat, our versatile multi-rag that can be worn in a variety of ways, camo gloves made of a lightweight, stretchy material in matching camo, and a heavyweight over-the-calf sock. And of course, all of the accessories have the HECS grid woven right in. Order right now and use the promo code to save $30 on your order of a complete HECS suit. Visit our website to learn more about our full line of clothing and accessories, as well as our fit guarantee for worry-free ordering. We have a lot more close-up action coming up right after this. Welcome back to Hunting with HECS. We've been following along with famed elk hunter Ralph Ramos on his pursuit of his first eastern tom. Then he traveled to Florida and followed it up with a great Osceola as well. With a little time to kill, Ralph is hitting the fields to do a little spot and stalk hunting on the area's wild hogs. Now let's get back to the action.
With a little more time to kill, Ralph decides to do a little more spot and stalk hunting on some of Florida's exploding hog population. They soon had a good group spotted, and there was a couple good boars in the bunch. Once again, Ralph moves across open pastures towards one of the boars who had moved off to the side all by himself.
All right, hold up. These basins. Stay behind this.
His host Hoppy is an experienced hog hunter, and he's actually on the camera here. At about 30 yards, with the boar looking straight in their direction, you can hear him talking in the background, urging Ralph to take the easy shot and not try to get any closer.
Let's wait on him here. Careful.
Well, Ralph knows what he can get away with while wearing his HECS system, and he ignores his friend and keeps on closing the distance.
Easy. Ooh.
When the hog turned broadside at 20 yards, Ralph decided to make some pork chops.
Hit him again. Hit him again when he steps out. Wait on him, wait on him. There you go.
Well, I think it's fair to say that after this trip, Hoppy is a new HECS technology convert.
Boy, what a blessing here at Hoppy Kemper's Ranch, man. It is loaded with hogs, gators, Osceola, you name it, he has it. Just what an awesome place. God's creation is definitely found here, and the people here are just very wholesome and just great people to interact with. And if you are all about American dreams and living the American way, you've got to come here. This is the place that you'll be blessed, not only for these beautiful animals that we've harvested that will be consuming all their nutritional value to our bodies and everything, but I will tell you, it's just a special place. You've got to come out here and check it out.
HECS Stealth Screen may be considered by some to be one of the most controversial pieces of hunting technology to come about in recent years. Science had already proven that several species used electroreception to detect prey animals, so why couldn't prey animals use it to detect predators? In the years since the launch, HECS technology has been accepted and used prominently in the world of hunters, divers, photographers, and conservationists. It has made the transformation from what some considered a questionable new concept to a tried and proven technology. Many HECS users say they simply will not go in the field without it.
Year after year after year, I've proven that my HECS has let me get closer. I've had the most success in my camp, multiple years, and I really credit that to my HECS.
When you have a cameraman and you setting out in a dirt field like this, you can get away with so much with this HECS on. Imagine what you can do if you don't have two of you sitting out here and you're just trying to sneak up and get one yourself.
I've got to give credit once again to HECS. This was probably the most amazing elk encounter I've ever had. I couldn't be happier with HECS, and once again, the footage, the experience speaks for itself.
If you're still wondering, does HECS really work? I think we just answered that. HECS. Yes, it really works.
Hunting with HECS is brought to you by PSE Archery. Tough Country, American values forged in steel. Ozonics, undetectable, undeniable. Victory Archery, the Carbon Arrow experts. Nocturnal Lighted Nocks, illumination that lasts for 20+ hours. Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls, we call the game. Tacticam, share your hunt. Warren Winches. Trophy Properties and Auction. And HECS Stealth Screen, the evolution of concealment.
This was a whirlwind trip for Ralph, but one that had success at every turn. Not only was he able to take his first eastern bird, but he was also able to seal the deal on a monster Osceola and some good hogs as well. Once again, we see that HECS is game-changing technology that really helps you get closer and helps you to get away with more than anyone thinks is possible, even on those hard-hunted animals that have slipped away from countless other hunters. If you don't yet own HECS technology, or if you know someone who needs the HECS advantage, now is a great time to give us a call or go online and get that HECS system on the way. It doesn't matter if you hunt with a bow, shotgun, rifle, or crossbow, or if you just want a more fulfilling wildlife experience, HECS patented and proven technology will give you that advantage and that you just simply can't get any other way. Give us a call or go online right now and be the next HECS success story. You know, we have a lot of new products and we're sure to have exactly what you need to make this season the best ever. In the meantime, we'll keep pushing the limits and bringing it to you each week right here on Hunting with HECS.
If you have an amazing HECS encounter you'd like to share, give us a call or go online. If we use it on the air, you'll be in the running to win an exciting hunting trip with the HECS crew. You can find out more on our website. While you're online, make sure to take a minute and check us out on our social media sites as well.